Hello everyone, let us now discuss today's LeetCode weekly contest question number 1. Maximum unique subarray sum after deletion. So, we are given with some nums, right? Now, we need to return the subarray which is having the sum, and this subarray also contains only unique values. So, let us take an example, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the first thing here is this is the first example and we need the maximum sum every time. So, I need the maximum sum from the subarray where the subarray only contains. So, let us take this subarray. This subarray only contains the elements which are unique. So, the subarray elements are unique and we need the maximum sum. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I remove any element 2 or 4 or 3, I will decrease my sum. That results in decreasing the sum. So instead of removing any element, I directly take those elements into consideration, and 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 plus 5 is 15. So this is the total subarray I am considering. Now, let us take another example where we got something like 11011. Now, if I take 11011, now instead of taking all the subarrays, I will do one thing. Let us take one. Let us take one. I am constructing a subarray where it only contains unique elements. Let us see how we can construct this subarray. Now I have one. Now my subarray contains only one. When I go to the next one, I will check whether one is present in my subarray. Yes. If it is already took, then no need to take another time. So we are skipping all the duplicate values and take only unique values. Now I have 0. So I am taking 0. Now next I have 1. I will not take that one because I already took a 1 here. Now next I have 1 and I don't take that one again. Now here is my subarray. But is it possible to construct this subarray? Yes, because I have this one and I removed this, and I also removed this. So my subarray is 1, 0. Now the sum will be total sum, which is 1. Let us go through another example and understand this clearly. We are given with these nums which are sorry, which are, yes, here 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, 1, 0, minus 1. Now I am taking this one into my subarray. Then I am taking 2, as 2 is not present in my subarray. I am taking 2. Then should I take minus 1? So if I take minus 1, the sum would become 1 plus 2, 3 minus 1 would result 3 minus 1, which is 2. But instead of taking minus 1, I skip that. Instead of taking minus 1, I skip that. That means I am removing this element. So we are given with array, we can remove any number of elements. So I am removing it. Now I have minus 2. Should I take that? Should I consider it? No, absolutely no, because if I add minus 2, then my sum will be decreased. Instead of increasing, I am decreasing my sum. So that's why I don't take negative values. So I only consider values which are unique and also positive. Now I have 1. So 1 is already present. So I don't take it. That means I am removing it. Now I have 0. Instead of taking 0, or it's your wish to take a 0 or not. So if I take 0, there is no problem, there is no addition or subtraction with this 0. Now I have minus 1. Should I take it? No. Now if I remove these elements, my subarray is 1, 2, 0, and the sum is 3. But there is a case where I have got some wrong answers like -492. Let us consider this subarray -492. Now this is my array. Now I am not taking this negative value, so my subarray is still empty. Now I can take this 9. Now I can take this 2. So the sum will be 11. And another test case where I got wrong is -20 and 20. Here I can simply get the maximum value or the positive value, but another test case is something like yes, -10 and 20. So in this test case, -10 and -20. So let me construct my sub array. Here -10 is negative, so I don't take or don't consider into my subarray. Now -20 is also negative, so I don't consider it into my subarray. So what does this mean? Is that mean that there is no subarray which is having a maximum value? So if I take -20 which is lesser than -10, so if I only consider this, I can get maximum value which is -10. But wait a second. Imagine you got the sum is like, if it is only greater than 0, then only we will return it. But here it is -10. So this is the maximum sum that we can return. So my intuition is, first thing I'll consider subarray. In this subarray, I only get unique elements. Only consider unique elements. But what I need to use, I will use an unordered set and name it as MP, and unique elements I only consider them. And there is another condition that it should be greater than, you can also add 0. So greater than or is equal to 0. So this would be my subarray. But instead of creating a subarray, I will create something like sum. So I will create something like sum here, and now let us see. This sum will be added. Sum plus is equal to num. Sum plus is equal to num only if num is greater than 0, and also num is unique. That means in this map MP, we didn't find this num. So after every time I will increment the MP of num. So I'll write a for loop here. So let me write the algorithm. First thing, my sum is set to 0. Let me write it. First thing, my sum is set to 0, and then for num in nums, oh sorry, I have to initialize set set, let me name it as MP. So sum plus is equal to num only if, as I said, only if this num is greater than 0, and also MP dot find num. I didn't find it, so MP dot end. So if I didn't find, then only I will add it to the sum, and MP of num plus plus at the last return. But before let me write something here. Before, if sum is greater than 0, then only return sum. Now what does this mean? There may be a possibility that sum might be 0. That means the array or the subarray should maybe empty. So at this time, as I said, the maximum element from nums dot begin nums dot end. So the maximum element, as in the above case, -10 comma 20, I got something like -10, which is the maximum from all the array elements. So when the subarray is 0, the size is 0, then I'll consider the maximum element from the array. So this is how you solve this problem. Now let us see at the code. So for every num in nums, if num is greater than only if it is greater than 0, then only, and also if it is a unique element, then only add to the sum. mp.insert num, if sum is greater than 0, return sum, and return a maximum element of num begin. So sorry, here I have used mp of num, so it should be mp.insert num. So it is not a map, it is instead an unordered set. So mp.insert now. So this is how you solve this problem. If you like this video, do like this video and share to your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.